So about 3 to 6 months. Shove it in. Take some ice, shove it in. Yup. But Google, just in case I'm wrong. Hi guys, it's Ves. Welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. Damn, I haven't said that in a while. In today's video, I'm super excited because we're going to be talking about one of my favorite, yet one of the most annoying topics ever, piercings. In 2020 and then again in 2021, I made a video talking all about my belly piercing and what a nightmare that was. And then in the one in 2021, I was talking about mistakes that I think you guys should avoid and some mistakes that I made with my piercing. And you guys had so many questions. I did mention in that video, if you guys couldn't reach me on YouTube, because it's been a while. I just graduated and shit has been crazy. But I did say if you guys couldn't reach me on YouTube to DM me on Instagram, and you guys did not disappoint. I got over 30 DMs over the past couple of months, and I don't know what it is, but that video has been picking up a lot lately, and it has gotten so many more views, and you guys just been asking and asking and asking. So I figured, why not make a video about it? Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and let's get started. Forgot which way I used to do it. So in the video of 2021, I listed 10 things that you guys should not do, make sure you avoid, and mistakes you guys should not do. So I'll link that video down below, and I'll also put a little card right here so you guys can head over to that video. But just to recap a little bit, in case you guys don't want to watch that video, which you should. But just to recap a little bit, some of the things that I mentioned were, make sure you're not cleaning it non-stop. Aim to clean it around 2 to 3 times a day. Do not beast. Don't do 10 to 15. Don't go crazy. 2 to 3 is perfectly fine. Also, I mentioned to make sure you go to an experienced piercer. That's what caused my belly piercing to get infected and cause a whole bunch of issues. Oh, just a little disclaimer. I'm sure you guys know this, but I'm not a piercer, okay? I'm just a girl who's had a horrible experience with these damn piercings. So I'm glad these videos have been helpful for you guys. Something that I was told when I got my belly piercing was that I should use Listerine. I went to a shop. It was called Boo Boo's, I think it is. It's on Fordham. And I usually get pierced by the owner, but the owner wasn't there. So then I got pierced by this other lady, and she was just a mess. Like, she was just a mess, telling me to use Listerine and all types of crazy shit. So yeah, don't use Listerine. Don't do that. I also mentioned avoiding wearing tight clothing, especially if you got your piercing in the summer. Don't do it. I mentioned being careful with removing the piercing too soon. Like, for example, if you really want to change the ring and you cannot stand it anymore, just wait a little while. Just wait. Wait for it to heal, and then you could change it. I didn't change mine for 2 years. And lastly, one of the tips that I'm going to mention is cleaning it with sea salt, but do not use regular salt. Make sure it is sea salt. Make sure it is like the pure one, you know, and not the big granitos. Like, you want to get the small ones, the small, the fine ones, the fine salts. So that was a little recap of that video. In this video, I'm going to be answering some of you guys' questions. I picked some of my favorite. Here's a fly. In this video, I'm going to be answering some of you guys' questions. I had my favorite person in the world, well, one of them, Vesly, help me pick out some of the questions. And I also went through what are some of the most commonly asked ones. So those were some of the ones that I grabbed. So let's do this thing. So I have it right here, and let's get into the first one. So Sandra Blog asked, I got mine today and my piercer didn't mention the thing with tight clothes, but a friend of mine did, LOL. And I freaked out because I only wear high-rise jeans. After how many weeks or months can I wear high-rise jeans or tight clothes? Sandra. When you have a belly piercing, tight clothes is like one of your biggest enemies ever. Like, avoid it. So I was doing some research online and I saw that they mentioned about 6 months. That's low-key kind of beastie to not wear high-rise jeans, but I would suggest like wait a few months, like 2-3 months. Wait as long as you can. Like there's other alternatives like shorts or lower jeans. When you have high-waisted jeans, that band is directly on top of your piercing and it could cause it to be infected and a whole bunch of other shit that you don't want. So I would say, to be safe, as long as you can, put it off. And I wore mine after probably about like 2 weeks, and we all know how that went for me. So just wait as long as you can and take it slowly. So about 3 to 6 months. Cute Pets asked, I'm getting mine done tomorrow. Any advice? Also, can I sleep on my side? I'm guessing I can't sleep on my stomach. Yes, Cute Pets, you're right. Do not sleep on your stomach. You're putting unnecessary pressure on a piercing that is already known to be problematic. So do your best to just avoid sleeping on your stomach as much as you can. Sleeping on your side is good, but then again, everybody's different. Everybody's different. Everyone's body is different. So my piercing may have gone nuts when I slept on my stomach, but for you, it might not. So I would say, honestly, just feel it out. See how you feel. Try sleeping on your side. Lay on your stomach for a few. See how that feels. If you feel like it's too much pressure or it feels like it's bothering you a little bit, just sleep on your stomach just to be safe. In terms of any advice, I would say ask a lot of questions. At the end of the day, it's going on your body. So if you have any doubts or any questions or anything that you want to know, ask them. And if they get annoyed, that's not the place you should get your piercing. Megan Jacob asked, would seawater be good too because it has salt in it? A little bit off topic, but still related. When I got my first tattoo, video about it coming soon, I was actually going to Jamaica in the next 2 days, and I was like super worried about the water, bacteria, it getting infected. I already have so much experience with my piercings getting infected. I was like, oh hell no, I don't want this shit to happen to my tattoo too. I'm on a roll today. So I was really worried about getting into seawater, and the piercer told me like, don't worry, like it's all gonna be fine. You just need to make sure to not get into pools. Make sure if you're gonna get into water, make sure it's like the ocean. So to answer your question, tattoos and piercings are like cousins. So I think it'll be okay if you get into seawater, but Google and stuff. And you know, it depends on how you feel, but Google just in case I'm wrong. Idalia Sanchez asks, I hope I said your name right. Idalia. I think I'm saying it in Spanish, but I hope I got it right. She says, I got my belly pierced 4 months ago and I think I got too confident about it being healed. I had bought new piercings, so I took the first one out and now I think it's closed. The new piercing won't go in and I'm scared to force it in. Any advice? I'm so sorry I took so long to answer your question. You wrote this 8 months ago, so now you've had it for like a year. I'm so sorry. But in case anybody else is having this issue, and I hope everything's okay, I'm so sorry. But I would say, if you think it's closed and you're not confirmed that it's closed and you are willing to try, shove that hoe in. Shove it in. Take some ice, shove it in. Yep, that's the advice I have to give. Shove it in. Honestly, if worst comes to worst, you could always go back to where you pierced it or to another piercer and have them put it in for you. But when it comes to being too confident about it being healed, I feel you, because I was there many times with this fucking piercing right here. Do you guys see that? Ugh, looks gross. You guys, I got this piercing and I was like, I got this. I could sleep on it now because I sleep on my side. I was like, I got this. This is light work. Like, I got this. You guys, it's been so infected. I got a keloid on this hoe. So now I have to take my own advice from back then and apply it to now. So I would tell you, be careful with thinking that things are healed because they be playing games. So just be careful and shove it in or go to a piercer and just wait until you have significant time with the piercing for you to switch it out to be safe. Sophia asked, When I get mine, what do I do in the shower? Do I use unscented soap? And what if the soap gets on it and I can't put hot water on it? Okay, this is like a 3-part question. Okay, Sophia, boom. You don't really have to worry about much in the shower. Just don't get any like major fragrances or anything that has like little beads or like a strong smell on it. Just be wary of that because you don't know how your body will react to it. Unscented antibacterial soap would be best, like Dial. And in terms of the soap getting on it and you can't put hot water, it depends what type of soap. But if anything, if it's just there for a few, it shouldn't be like too bad. But you could always rinse it out with warm water. Just switch it to cold and then put it on it. But yeah, you shouldn't be putting like burning hot water on it. Because like when I take a shower, like I feel like I'm in like El Diablo's bathroom. Like it'd be hot as hell. So just turn it a little colder and like make it cooler, you know? Yesenia asked, I use Dial antibacterial soap unscented. Please tell me that's okay. I literally just mentioned that. So yeah, I think Dial unscented soap is good. Antibacterial is the best, honestly, with piercings. So you should be good to go. Mari is worried that hers is itchy and is wondering if that's okay. She says she's had it for 2 weeks and cleans it 3 times a day. So 2 weeks, 3 times a day is good. It's good. Maybe you could take it down to 2. But it being itchy is normal. Like, it's a new thing in your body. It's a new experience in your body. It's maybe the jewelry is bothering you a little bit. But the sterling silver should be hypoallergenic, so you should be good off that. But it being itchy is normal. También, with stuff being itchy, most of the time is mental. Like, if we could find a way to convince ourselves somehow that it's not itchy, we won't be itchy. And that's easier said than done. But it's a new thing in your body. It's something foreign to your body. So it's going to be itchy, and that's okay. Amelia said, when you say don't wear tight clothes, do you mean like never or until it's healed? Amelia, ¿quién soy yo to tell you never to wear it again? I wear tight clothes every day, but I meant specifically when it's healed. Like, wait till it's healed for you to be wearing specifically tight pants or anything super tight or pressing on it, like a belt or a dress with a belt or something like that. So not never. Wear it if you want to. Just wait till it's healed. Constantina wants to know, is it normal if it turns to the left side a little bit more? My piercing is 3 days old. It depends. What do you mean by the left side? Like, is it the whole piercing? Like, it's over to the left? Or it's like the top just leaning over to the left? Like you said, it's only 3 days old, so give it time. But it is normal. Something you should keep an eye out for is if the ring is way too small for your belly button piercing. That is what really messed me up. Like, I had a tiny ass ring on my belly piercing and I didn't have any space to clean it. And I did feel like it was leaning a little bit, but mine was to the right side. Like you said, it was 3 days old, so just give it time, and then we'll see from there. I want to know how it is now, so DM me and let me know. Donna wants to know, can I use body soap or olive oil? I have never heard of anybody using olive oil, but I will keep you posted if I find anything on that. I've never heard of olive oil. Something that really helped heal mine and like heal the scars is aloe vera. Aloe vera is super good for your piercing. It's super good for scars. That's how I also healed this big scar that I have here that I got from a flat iron burn. So if olive oil is really good for like your hair and your skin, it might be good for your piercing too, but I've never heard of that. And in terms of body wash soap, just make sure it's antibacterial and doesn't have any strong scents. Kenya wants to know if you can use peroxide to clean your piercing. Kenya, right here. Do not use peroxide, please, on your piercing. Peroxide could literally bleach your hair. Do not use peroxide. Things like rubbing alcohol and peroxide dry out the piercing, dry out that area. And also, they're like not good. They slow the healing process down And they also like kill the new cells. I read that somewhere. But they can like kill the new cells that are coming in. So do not use peroxide on your piercing. No, 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 no. The last question from YouTube that we have is from Lol, who says, can I use methylated spirit to clean my belly piercing? Bueno, I don't know what the hell methylated spirit is. Let's Google that. So turns out methylated spirits is just as bad as peroxide, so just don't use it. Don't use peroxide. Don't use methylated spirits. Do not use rubbing alcohol. It dries it out, stops the process, slows the process down, and it's really bad for you, your health, and the piercing. So don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Some of the best advice that I could give for your belly piercing is to really make sure that you're not over cleaning it. I know I said that a million times, but do not over clean it. Do not over clean it. Do not. That's like you setting yourself up for failure. One thing I want to mention too is so many people ask, what do they do if it keeps getting infected, and it has a keloid? What do they do? Do they take the piercing out? Do they take the ring out? What do they do? The best advice I can give you for this is do not take it out unless you need to. Unless you have a fever and you need to go to the doctor, do not take that piercing out. Because at the end of the day, it's not gonna go away. It's not gonna go away. Not now. Not now. So give it time. Clean it with warm water, sea salt, organic, small grain of sea salt. Soak it 2 to 3 times a day. Keep it clean as much as you can, and keep the piercing in unless you have to take it out. Because imagínate, you take it out and you're still gonna have the ball there. So just leave it in, leave it in, leave it in if you can, and just clean it, clean it, clean it, clean it. Don't bump it into anything. Do not mess with it. Oh, and do not pop it. So I have one here, like I mentioned, and I'm in the process of fixing it. You guys, I literally took an hilo and I popped that shit, and it was bleeding for 2 days. No joke. I was pissed. It literally is taking even longer to heal. Like now it's not gonna heal at all because I tried to pop it. So I really messed that up. But yeah. Like I mentioned, keep your routine super simple when it comes to your piercing. It'll heal on its time. Give it time, give it time, give it time. If you guys have any other questions, any video suggestions, anything you guys want to ask me, like I mentioned, if I'm not here, I'm on Instagram or TikTok. So let me know if you guys have any other questions, and I'll make a video or I'll answer you directly. Thank you guys so much for watching, and subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.